it had a pretty good reputation, and yeah, I mean, at that time, so I mean, yeah,
Nothing changed. Or...
Okay, that's not. We're not gonna go into that part. Yeah.
I don't know, I just picked it because it was cheap.
But why?
I'm from America, and universities there are really expensive, and Ewha's cheap.
I'm from Malaysia, and I picked Ewha because I just wanted to test out like different environments. So, and Ewha was actually cheaper than like Australia or UK or America. You could say it's like an affordable way to experience being abroad.
For me, I'm from Korea, so I graduated high school from Korea, obviously. Yeah. And for Koreans, if you graduate just a Korean public school or private school, you have 6 chances, like six schools that you can apply for. So Ewha was one of the 6. But the reason why I applied for Ewha was I wanted to study international studies. So Ewha was one of the schools that had this major, and it's actually the first school to have this major, so that was a merit.
I picked other universities. Ewha was one of the ones that accepted me, so I just went there. That was pretty much it.
It's so sad.
Oh gosh, I can't even remember most of it now, but okay, so school documents, so like your test results, your co-curricular activities, I think was also a thing they wanted. Teachers' recommendations. And I think because I was submitting copies, so one way to make it like the original copy was to get it notarized.
You want to start?
I'm too old, you go first.
Okay. So for me, I'm a very special case. My passport is Korean, but then I registered as a 12-year Korean who was overseas. So it was a special administration. So unlike other Korean students, I didn't have to take an interview. I'm like a mix-up of a Korean student and a foreign student, where I have to write my own personal statement and get documents from my high school. Yes, my high school, and get my graduation degree from my high school so that I can submit it. And that was pretty much it for me.
Compared to the other 5 schools that apply, I think Ewha's the papers that they require were a little different. The format itself was very different, and it was very specific. So it was more like a portfolio. We had a list.
Yeah.
And you have to fill in the chart.
Yeah.
It was a little different with different schools. So in that sense, I had to prepare more papers and more copies.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it was more organized.
Oh, kind of, sort of, not really. I'm totally different.
Okay.
So for me, it was, because I'm a transfer student, I had to have already completed up to my sophomore year of university with my application. And for my application, I had to send in 2 teacher recommendations. And the high school thing, yeah, they wanted the original copy, which was a pain. Yeah. And just your transcript of all your universities you ever went to if you're a transfer student. So if you're like me who went to a few universities, you have to call each and every one of them to get it. And then you do the paperwork with your mission statement, and you list 2 majors you want to go to. And then they'll say, hey, we got your paper. Now give us the money.
Wow.
That's what it was.
Really?
You didn't have to pay a fee like that?
Yes.
Yeah, and also, I don't know if you had an interview, but I went through an interview after putting all my papers. And so preparing for the interview was also a new thing. I had to think of why I wanted to apply for Ewha.
Actually think about it. Someone's actually gonna ask me questions.
And specifically why I'm interested into this major. Just keep with the basics. Just try to be very accurate on what you say, and just prepare really the basic questions, why you came to Ewha, why did you choose this major? Because that's really what the questions they ask, and a lot of students, I have to tell this, they're not prepared for those basic questions.
I time zone?
I love how we both sighed. We just both sighed. Well, yeah, like for us, the main difficulty was that, time zone. And the fact that we were overseas, like for me, I was in Korea already, so I had to contact my high school, which was in Fiji, and we have a time difference of 3 hours, and so if they replied, I will probably get it the next day or something like that. But other than that, that's the main difficulty when it came to documents.
I think the most complicated was to get the original paper. Like, for example, if you have to submit your TOEFL scores, but this is all actually the same with other schools, I think. You have to get that original. I didn't even know what the original thing was. I have it and like I can copy it.
I can't give you the original document though.
But I figured it out, and I figured I actually had to pay more to get the original one. So yeah. But other than that, it was fine. And also for me, like when I was in middle school, like 2nd grade, I went abroad for a year. So I had to like prove that I
went abroad.
And I had to get like the grades from there. I had to get like a recommendation letter.
Because we have a time zone in America, like we have a lot of time zones. And I was in Hawaii when I was applying, and my high school was in South Carolina, which is almost 5 hours apart. So like I had to like ask my high school, hey, can you make sure my information's correct? And then I had to call my old university, asking them, can you get this professor to, can you know that this professor actually taught this class?
For me, it was paying my fees. Because sending my documents, I was worried that I missed out some stuff, but I did like a lot of checks, and I sent it all in like FedEx, so it arrived before my fees, which was pretty hilarious because like they called me up from Korea and told me, we received your documents, but we haven't received your fees, which is ridiculous because I paid my fees like 2 days ago, but it hadn't reached them because Malaysia and Korea don't have a financial link.
For my country, I would say if you're applying to Ewha, instead of focusing on the admissions paperwork part, you should focus also on the visa as well, because that bank statement question of having $10,000 in your bank account when you apply, it's real. And if you don't have it, you will get turned down by the embassy, and you can't really change your application status in Ewha when that gets done.
If you want to kind of reduce the stress that comes from like the deadlines and everything, I would organize everything by year. Like, so in Korea we have 3 years of high school, so the first year, what have you done? Like,
Oh no, that's really fascinating.
But yeah, this is like real advice that I would give to like students who would like, especially if you want to apply to GIS or any other majors that require like these kind of extracurricular activities or papers. Just like make a portfolio. And I would do that by year, just in case.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that you have to focus on is the documents, because if you don't have any of your documents from your previous school that you were at overseas, it's really hard to get all those documents. So if you really do have plans of coming to Ewha, then I recommend that you get all these documents before you like come to Korea or just go anywhere. Just like make sure you get all your documents in that country at the time of graduating high school, so that you can use that for your university application.
Plan in advance. Plan very far in advance. I mean, not plan in advance per se, but like if you have a thought like about I seriously really consider going abroad to study to Korea, like make a list of all the things you need and get it done. Make that list and like prepare everything, because you don't want to come to Korea and then not have your documents with you, like June said. It will be very bad and you will be panicked and you might get deported. It should be great.